I feel a little bit silly because I've been sitting here and looking at these soldiers with insomnia and laziness and thinking, well, why do they have those things? Why are they not going and getting those dealt with? And we just talked about this. I literally just talked about the fact that these guys in that last episode, I talked about the motivational therapy and the sleep clinic not being level 2 and level 2 then being required to automatically assign soldiers to these things. We currently have 8,600 research points, so I figure what we'll do is we'll go in here, we can upgrade motivational therapy to level 2, we can upgrade the sleep clinic to level 2, and we'll also upgrade psychological therapy as well. I don't believe we have one of those right now, but we might as well do that. That's going to leave us with 5,000 research points, so let's also upgrade the recruitment center, and we can also upgrade the chemist specialization as well. So that's going to be a lot of things that we have to deal with, but it's going to be good because I can now automatically assign soldiers to motivational therapy. I can upgrade you and automatically assign them to the sleep clinic. I can come down here and repair the recruitment center, or not repair it, I want to upgrade it. We'll do both, I guess. And we can upgrade the chemist specialization as well. So they're going to get a little bit of extra training, and that's going to be good across the board. So everybody should get sorted out with their sickness and their illnesses and all of that good stuff. And I suppose while we're here, we can also go ahead and deal with this mission here. Now, this is one of my least favorite missions in one military camp because you just send soldiers and that's about it, really. You don't get them back. So I want to pick soldiers that are relatively easy to replace. So hackers are definitely not going to be it. Spies could be. But I think, honestly, what I'm going to do is send out maybe some infantry or something like that. So you're pretty good in infantry. That's already 81 for their 144. I think we'll also go and send a comms operator and maybe just another comms operator is what we'll go for. So we are losing some comms operators. I hate to do it, but we're going to transfer them out for the $7,600 and that'll be totally fine. So we'll get them moving that way. And then I guess what we'll do is go ahead and hire some more soldiers and get these guys training for things as well. So let's bring all of you in. So we'll do this right here. And we'll say that you are going to be setting a goal for, I want to say, comms operators. You're going to be going for, I don't remember exactly what they all were. I'm going to be honest with you. We'll go for tank driver for you. And you need to be set up to go for, I don't know, an aviator. What do we really need right now? We could use more desert soldiers, but we are training that. We could use more explosives engineers. We could use more aviators. We could use a sniper. So let's send you to be an explosives engineer, I guess. And we'll see how that goes. So you need to be shifted over into intelligence training. So we'll get that going. You are doing strength, which is totally fine. And you need to be shifted over into speed training. So we'll get that going as well. We also have a few people around here doing things they don't need to be doing. This guy's going to be a desert soldier, for example. So let's move you into accuracy training. You are going to be a desert soldier as well. So we'll move you into accuracy training. And you are going to be an explosives engineer. So we'll move you into speed training. And that should keep us pretty good. Now, when it comes to you, let's get you assigned to a sleep clinic. Let's get you assigned to motivational therapy. And let me just double check that these guys are set to, yep, absolutely auto assign if patients are there. So we'll get that going, which is perfectly fine. And then we have someone ready to specialize as a sniper. Now we don't have sniper training, so let's get that built nice and quickly as well so that we can start getting some more missions going. So we'll build this right down here, which is totally fine. We'll go and specialize you as a sniper right about there. And you are going to be specialized as an explosives engineer, which is absolutely perfect. So there we go. We got that going. We have a couple of people with low stamina. We have a shared house that is out of service, but honestly, we're doing all right, which is fantastic news. We also need some aviators, which we'll get shortly, but let's have a look at this. They've all been transferred out, which is whatever. That is totally fine. Let's go ahead and get some aviators. That seems to be what we need right now. So let me grab you. Let's get you hired. And once you're all set up, we can go ahead and say that you, my fella, are going to be an aviator, which is strength and speed. So that's absolutely perfect. You can go and do your strength training and everything should be good. And I guess whoever else comes in down here, we can send them out to be an aviator as well. Ooh, the mission bridge on the River Vicar has expired. That's fine. We've got another building out of service, which is a pain. Can I get this repaired, please? And we're also being attacked, which is probably fine, actually. If that thing blows up, we still have enough power, so we're doing all right. We have more people ready to specialize, which is very quick. The specializations. These low-level specializations take no time at all, which I absolutely adore. We've got you already good to shift over into accuracy training. And apparently we still can't find a working mess hall. So this mess hall is just a bit of a nightmare, apparently. Which I guess is because of the food stock, which I guess is because we need more maintenance workers. Which is fair enough, honestly. I feel like getting more maintenance workers is not a bad idea. We've got 2 working night in here, 1 working day. We've got 2 working night, 1 working day. So we actually don't have that many of them. I also don't love that this thing's here, but we'll not worry too much about it. I think, honestly, we just get more maintenance workers. That might be where we're at here. And if I can remember exactly how to do it, I think it's this category. Yeah, so this right here, it is apparently not that loud, which is good, but I'm going to put it down here anyway, so it's sort of out of the way. And I just think that's a good space for it. So we'll do something like this. We'll get some maintenance workers there shortly, but I think I'm also going to put one maybe down here. Again, just a little bit out of the way, and I'm kind of okay with it. I'm not really too sure if that's exactly where I want to put it. I could put it down here as well, actually, which wouldn't be a terrible spot for it, to be quite honest. So I think that's what we'll do. And that means we're going to need 6 more maintenance workers. So if we look in here, I've also got the game running really slow. If we grab you, you could use a little bit more strength, but that'll do for now. We'll grab you as well and throw you to some maintenance. And I don't think those guys had houses either. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple more of these private houses while we're here. And let me see, can I get them here? I think I can. So there and there. And I think this one is just outside of the volume problems. So I think we're good, which is fantastic. This thing's back again, which is not good. What is this thing actually? I don't, for the light. Oh, it's spreading propaganda. Interesting. Okay. All right. We are going to need some defenses. We really are going to need some defenses, but we'll get those in no time at all. Let's shift you over into speed training. And you know what? How are we doing? We still need another comms operator before we can get our hands on this mission. We need more aviators before we can do this one. So let's head down here. You are, that's John Hawkins. Let's get you in here. And let's say that you are going to be going for intelligence. We'll hire you. And we're going to say that you are going to be training as a comms operator, which really shouldn't take too long at all. So that'll be absolutely fantastic. And it does seem like we don't have enough barracks. So let's grab another one of those. Ooh, actually, is it noisy? I don't think it is. I think we're just okay with the barracks there, which is pretty good. Now we have another tank operator or whatever that's called. What is it? Tank driver specialization. Let's get that going, which is absolutely fantastic. A couple of people with low morale is a bit of a problem, but I think that might be because they were getting pestered with propaganda. At least I would hope that's the case. Oh my God. A maintenance building I just built that. I just built that and they already blow it up. All right. I see how it's going to be. I see, I see what it's going to be like today. I see how the game's going to go today. This is going to be, it's going to be one of those kind of days. Now, this is kind of exciting. We can go ahead and do some of these missions because we now have enough desert soldiers to do this one. We have enough hackers and everything else to do this one. But I think before we get there, I want to go ahead and get another mess hole because we are having some problems with morale. We're having some problems with people just being a little bit miserable. So I think a mess hole, maybe just down here, would be an interesting spot. So we'll go ahead and put one right about there. And I'm also going to leave some space in here for another training building. So we'll do some roads or paths like this. And this guy, what are you actually complaining about right now? That's a barracks. That is not a mess hole. That is the wrong building completely. I am an idiot. Absolutely, absolutely an idiot. The mess hole is this one, which is absolutely still going to fit in that space, which is totally fine. There we go. So that's going to be the mess hole. We'll do this. And what we can do is bulldoze this little road and do a couple of training things in there as well. For example, we might as well, we have the money. Do we have a commando specialization right now? I honestly have no idea. I really don't. I've not been paying all that much attention. We could do an instructor's building. A couple of instructor buildings down here actually might be kind of interesting. Just sort of putting one here, putting one there, and leaving that space in between for decorations. I don't really know. It's a little bit out of the way, if anything. We could do an instructor's building up here. We could can't do one in there. Actually, right here for a couple of instructor buildings would be kind of amazing. Even though no one's going to be working there for a while, I think that's 100% what we're going to do. Like I said, I don't know if we have a commando specialization building right now. I might just build one here just to fill the space. It doesn't look like we have one. I honestly don't remember. What is this? What is this one? Explosives engineer? I don't think we have it. It's whatever. It's fine. Let's see. This isn't improving this person's performance. You have maxed out on being a tank driver. That's kind of fantastic. That's what we're looking for. Let's move you over into strength training, and then we'll move you into accuracy a little bit later on as well. And then I guess while we're here, we want you to go and work in that mess hall. And I kind of want you to go and work in that mess hall as well during the day. Neither of you are particularly good, but it's going to give us some staff for this thing, which is kind of what we're looking for. And I'm also thinking I should probably do a little bit of a food delivery down here. So let's have a little bit of a look and see what we can do. We have, what is this? It's a farm. Interesting. That's a medicine. Oh, okay. That's the production stuff. So we'll do a food warehouse. I'm going to say in here, and I'm going to see if I can bring a little road down here? I absolutely can. So that's how that's going to work. It is connected, right? It's complaining and saying it isn't, but I'm quite confident that it is. That's very weird. I'm not too sure why that's complaining right now. That's actually very, very odd. It does seem like it's connected here. Maybe I just move it somewhere else. I'll tell you what, let's just move it to, that's fine. That's okay. Let's move it to there and that'll do. I guess this little space down here is just a little bit too much for the game to figure out. So we'll do this, and that'll be all right. Let's get you set up to automatically purchase stuff. And so that'll give us some food. That'll give us another mess hole, and that'll hopefully help people be a little bit happier across the board. Now, I must assign a valid building for a maintenance. Oh, you've got nowhere to live. Okay, well, let's put you into a shared house, and let's just make sure that everybody's doing their training the way they should be. So this guy's going to be an instructor. Let's move you over to speed training. You are also going to be an instructor, so we'll move you into intelligence training as your next thing, which is absolutely fantastic. And I suppose now we should do some missions, right? We should start to check the map and see what exactly we can do, because we have all of this space, and this is the one that I want. And this is the one that I can do. So let me get some hackers. Let me get my desert soldiers. And I hope that we have the experience to do this. 725 versus 458. I'm pretty confident in that. Let's send them out. We'll take this territory over. We'll grab this one as well. And everything should be good. This one, we have the comms operators. We don't have the hackers, admittedly. So we'll have to wait for them to come back, which is probably fine. That's not the end of the world. I'm also thinking I'm going to, can I turn a building off? I don't think I can. I think these buildings are going to be complaining until I actually put some instructors in there, which is whatever, I suppose. This is also complaining about no personnel working right now. I'm not super worried about that, to be quite honest. It's not necessarily the end of the world. We can get some people over there soon enough. This is also apparently not working right now, which is concerning. Let's have a look at you. What are you doing? So you're all the way over here. Why do we just not have enough? I just don't think we have enough mess holes. Although, it's because this one wasn't working. Why is this one not working? Oh, because this guy's been forced to rest. Okay, go back to work, fella. We kind of need you to go and work the mess hole during the day, if you wouldn't mind. That'd be kind of great. Oh man. All right, let's take a look at this mission and see how it's going. Stumbled upon a vault full of money. It seems that Dragon's corrupt government is making quite a profit selling the work of those artisans. What hypocrites. It doesn't seem to be heavily guarded, so we can easily take it. However, some of the citizens are watching, so what should we do? We are giving it to the artisans. We're giving it to the people. We're absolutely not taking that money because the people already started to kind of get annoyed with us in the last episode, so let's not start stealing from them. That seems like a really, really bad idea. how did we do? 3 out of 4 ain't bad. We managed to do some good stuff. Everybody came back with no injuries. And that means that we've taken this territory. Oh no. Have I ever done Dragon's voice before? Is this the first time? This might actually be the first time that we've seen Dragon. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know. Oh, what would he sound? I don't know. I'm just gonna give him my voice, but sort of rough, I guess. This is shameful! Unacceptable! How is it possible that those rodents managed to defeat Burka? I wasn't expecting much resistance from Jantine, but Burka? What a fool! From what we can tell, he gave up at the first sign of defeat, and he still comes asking for help. I'm surrounded by half-wits! What was her voice? Truly disappointing, Great Leader Dragon. We should never have left him in charge of the desert territories. He wasn't up to it. A mistake I will never make again. There's no point in complaining. We have to put those insects down as soon as possible. They are starting to be a nuisance. Don't worry, mighty leader. I have everything under control. They still have no idea what's coming for them. I hope so, General Lund, because I will not tolerate any more mistakes. Yes, sir. We are very close to achieving our objective. Just a little more, and we will have enough crenodium, that's the one, crenodium, for what I have planned. What are we doing with it, sir? Don't be too curious, Helga. Just follow my orders and explanations will come in due course. Meanwhile, don't you dare fail me! I won't fail you, sir. I hope so. Those imbeciles have no chance of defeating us. Not when they learn what I have planned. Very soon, everything will be mine. Oh boy. Some of these voices. I can understand, honestly, why this series isn't the most popular on the channel, because that first episode, it was like 55 minutes of that. So, I mean, it makes sense, you know? It's, it makes sense. I get it. I do. Anyway, what do we need here? We need infantry. We need aviators. We might actually be able to do this one. I don't know how good my people need to be. But I mean, looking at the stats, 517 versus 333. We'll start that mission and send people out to it. We have this territory as well, which needs 2 infantry, which we do have, 3 aviators, which we don't, and a sniper, which we do. So we're going to want to get our hands on another aviator, which I'm completely willing to do. So let's take a little bit of a look down here, and I guess we'll see how things are going. So aviators are mostly speed and strength. So, I mean, you're pretty solid. We'll just hire you to the barracks. You're not that great. Some of you are a little bit useless, honestly. You're pretty good as well, though. So I think we'll hire these 2. And we'll say that those 2 are going to go straight towards being aviators. We don't necessarily need 4 of them, but we're going to try and get 4 in total, which is perfectly fine. If we have a look at you, we also need, I think that's artillery, and artillery is almost solely strength training. So let's grab you, and we'll put you into strength training right away. And I guess we'll grab someone else. Was there another level 20? There was. So you straight into strength training as well. And you guys are going to go towards being artillery. You're going to go towards being artillery as well. And you are, I suppose, also just going to go towards being artillery, since we do happen to need 3 of them. So set your goal for artillery. That should happen in really no time at all, which is absolutely fantastic. And then again, we'll have enough aviators as well. So everything should be good there. Let's take a little bit of a look at research and see what we can do. So I think, to be completely honest, we should look into better defenses. So let's get the shield inhibitor. And this is the optical camouflage inhibitor, which will eliminate the attacker's optical camouflage so that they're visible. I don't really need that right now. What we'll do is just improve the security hub, which will increase the maximum number of workers to 3 and increase the efficiency of the building by 20%. So we'll do that. And I guess we're going to have to take a look at security. So let's have a look at defenses. We do probably have a need for spy surveillance towers. I don't necessarily know where to put all of them, but we can get one right there. We can get one sort of down here somewhere as well, or apparently we can't. Interesting. It's not going to let me place a whole bunch of them. One right in here, though, would be pretty good. That seems like a little bit of a choke point. We could do we have any space around here? We have this space, which is not the best, but I will allow it. And what else have we got? So we have them in those spots. We have one down here. I don't think we necessarily need more because they are pretty much covering what I'd want them to cover. They can also, oh, they're already level 2 as well. Okay. So that's fine for those. If we have a look into the security hub, that's going to control the anti-drone defenses, and it only works in a certain area, which is a bit of a pain. Okay, here is a pretty good spot for one, I think. That's going to just about cover all of this side of the camp. So we'll go for here, and I guess anti-drone battery. I mean, they do keep going for the power plant stuff. So we'll do an anti-drone battery there. And I guess we'll do an anti-drone battery up here as well. Seems like a reasonable spot. I don't mind that. We can't really do it in there, which is unfortunate. So yeah, we'll just do an anti-drone battery here, and that should be totally fine. So those are going to be nicely covered. The shield inhibitors are probably not a terrible idea. We can maybe do one of those right across from this guy. And this is, yeah, so propaganda drones will lower the morale of soldiers in the camp. They have a shield that protects them, but thanks to the anti-shield turrets, we can then deactivate them, which is fine. So we'll do, I guess, another one of those just up next to the other drone battery. And that should keep us pretty good. It's going to be a lot of defensive people that we need, but I'm pretty sure we can deal with that. We also have some people that need to be reassigned to different things. Let's get you into speed training. Let's get you into speed training as well. You're ready to be artillery, which is fantastic. So let's get that going. You're also ready to be artillery. Let's get that going. And then we have no personnel assigned to a lot of buildings, which is a problem, but we'll manage. We've also done this mission, apparently. Everything was successful. Everyone's coming back. We got some money for it. And that should mean that if we have a little bit of a look here, we've done the first of the 3 missions down here. Now, what did this one need? This one needed 2 infantry. One of them is on rest. It needed 3 the aviators. Well, 2 of them we have right now are on rest. So that's fine. I'm having one of those days where I'm thinking a whole lot faster than I'm able to speak. And it's really frustrating because I keep tripping over my words, and it's just, yeah, it's just really frustrating, but it's whatever. Let's have a look down here and see what we can do. So defensive work is largely accuracy. So let's hire you, and I'm just going to hire sort of everybody here. We'll get 2 of these guys. Oh, I'm going to need a lot of defensive people to work all the different shifts, aren't I? That's going to be a bit of a pain. It's actually going to be a massive pain in the butt to get this going, but we'll do it anyway. Get you into the security hub as well. And we will soon enough have enough research to upgrade a lot of these things. So we'll just send them sort of around to do their thing for now. Honestly, I'm kind of inclined to say that this guy could go and work in... We might actually have people in all the towers now that I think about it, which is pretty good. Yeah, we hired 5. We had a need for 3 towers. And yeah, so these guys are working the defensive hub. In that case, let me just have you work nights. So that way we have round the clock coverage on the defensive stuff. We obviously don't have that on the towers, which is something we're going to need to work on, but that's probably fine. In fact, what we can do is bring you in and say that you are going to be working nights. Your accommodation is... Oh, this is where it's going to get tricky. Apparently, we're out of these private houses, and I don't know how far we can expand with them. Let's have a little bit of a look here. So I can get a couple along here. In fact, I might be able to just do this. And I think I can get away with that, which is pretty good. So we'll do this right here, as silly as that looks. And we'll head down this way and grab a couple of you guys. So you're going to be doing nights in the surveillance tower. You are going to be doing nights in a surveillance tower as well. And that'll keep us pretty good. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be good enough for the time being. You are ready to specialize as an aviator. Let's get that going. You're ready to be an aviator as well. And you are ready to be artillery. So we'll get that going. And so now, oh, I'm going to need more maintenance people now that I think about it, because we are going to be using a lot of ammo for a lot of things. But at the very least, we have a lot of missions that we can do. So let's take a look at this one, which is 3 artillery. Honestly, they might need more training. Looking at the numbers here, we might want these guys to train up a little bit further, so we'll hold off on that. This one is explosives engineers. They're trained a little bit better, which is good. And then the juggernauts, yeah. I don't know that everyone's coming back from this, but we'll send them out on that mission. This is the 2 infantry. We have got the aviators for it. They just need to rest. So this one we should be able to achieve as well, which will give us a territory, which is absolutely fantastic. So I think we are kind of just waiting for the instructors. We're kind of just waiting for more research points. We're kind of just waiting for people to get trained up. So we'll give it a little bit of time and we'll see what happens. Oh, now this is interesting. The power grid is a little bit overloaded right now, which is bad news, I guess. Definitely not good news. We also have one of these propaganda things over here, which admittedly, that is absolutely a, ooh, there we go. Can we take that shield out? We absolutely can. Can we shoot that thing down? We might, but it's going away. That's, well, fair enough, I guess. We did kind of show it what for though. So I'm kind of willing to, I'm willing to be kind of happy about that. Now let's see, you've maxed out you've maxed out your strength now. Okay. Let's send you over to accuracy training, since that seems like a pretty good idea. And I'm also noticing that I think this tower over here doesn't actually have anyone working at night. So out of all of our applicants right now, I think 22 was the highest. So let's get you into a spy surveillance tower and we'll get that going. So now we have got round the clock coverage, but I'm almost tempted to say that we should probably do another one of the security hubs over here. I'm just not 100% sure where to put it. It would be good in like the middle here, but obviously we kind of don't have that space. Although if I was to move some stuff around, I could get that space, which would be nice. So this, for example, what is this building right here? I can't for the life of me remember. This is the infantry specialization. Let's move it down to here. In fact, let's move this one. Let's move Juggernaut specialization down to this spot. And then what we can do is go right into the middle with a security hub. And that's going to let me just cover this entire space. So we can do an anti-drone battery, right here in the middle. I do feel like these guys should be paired together though. So a drone battery and a, what do you call it? The shield thing. So we'll do a couple of drone batteries and then we'll also do the shields right next to them. So anything sort of flies into this space, we can potentially shoot it down. And what we can also do is get ourselves a few more ammo warehouses. So we'll get one right here and we can get one right there. And that way we can hopefully, let's just automatically purchase the ammo for the time being. That way we can stock these things up quite nicely and all should be good. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a few more security personnel, which is going to be accuracy. Now looking through, 26 is pretty solid. So let's hire you for the security hub. And do we have anyone else? We've got 19, 22 is pretty solid as well. So let's get you day shift in the security hub right there. And so now everything over on this side in terms of defenses will be up and working, which is absolutely fantastic. So now anything comes in here, we should be able to shoot it down. Now, what are you going to be specializing as? You are going to be going to the instructors building. So let's get you over to accuracy. You are also going to be an instructor and you're also going to accuracy, which is the last 2 things that those people need before they can be instructors, which is kind of amazing news. Now we do have a couple of people with low morale, which isn't ideal, but you are about to go on break, which is fine. Same with you as well. You're also going to be going on break. So I'm assuming they probably got hit with the propaganda, which is why they're a bit upset, which is understandable, but they'll manage. They'll be totally fine. Now, ooh, enemy inside the perimeter. Where? Over here. Oh, it's a tower has detected a spy. Well, that's why the tower is there. That's the whole point. That's a good thing. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's see. Increase the firing frequency by 50%, increase the capacity to 75. I like that. I do like the idea of doing that. I don't know if I want it right now though. Increase storage capacity on the batteries. I don't know if I need to do any of that. I feel like we're kind of doing okay with that stuff. I'm thinking I kind of want to, I kind of want to upgrade the desert soldier specialization simply because we have desert soldiers now, and this is going to let them train a little bit quicker. So we'll go for that. And if I can find the thing, which is this, we can upgrade it for 1,000. And there we go. So that'll be good for my desert soldiers. They are going to take a little while, I think, to get maxed out in their XP, which is, again, totally fine. And then we can just go and get them training everything else as well. So that will work out just fine. Hopefully the people with low morale can go and just enjoy themselves a little bit, get into a bit of a better mood and not quit. That definitely wouldn't be ideal. Hopefully they don't do that. This is also a tank driver that's maxed things out. Not bad. All right, let's move you over into strength training. And I guess on that note, we should take a look at a few more missions that we can do. We have this one here, which is in this territory. What about this one? Because I can take that territory. So if I just assign all of you, we should be able to... Ooh, those numbers are not good. Those numbers really aren't good. I don't know about that one. Let's have a look at you. You guys really haven't trained all that much, which is kind of worrying. The spies do tip it in our favor, but I don't know about that. The spies here are pretty solid, but we don't have any commandos. Do I not have anyone training to be a commando right now? I actually don't. Interesting. Okay. Let's have a look at my applicants then. So commandos are just everything. So I guess what we'll do is bring you in here just as a soldier. We'll bring you in here as a soldier, and we'll bring you in here as a soldier. And honestly, I'm going to say give me 5 commandos. Give me 5 of you, and let's take a little bit of a look down this way and see what we can do. So you're new. You're going to be working towards being a commando. You are also going to be working towards being a commando. And I've got no idea where the rest of them went. I'm gonna be honest. I lost track of them. So let's take a look at my soldiers, and let's see here. So that's all my soldiers. I just want the privates. That's all I'm looking for. So private soldiers, and I'm looking for the ones that don't have goals. So you are going to be going towards commando, which is fine. So that's going to take a while. You have nothing assigned either, so you are also going towards commando. And I guess you, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 moving towards commando right now. Yeah, let's do 5 of them. So we'll have 5 of them working towards that. It's going to take a while, but that's all right. We need them. We can afford it. We have the training facilities. We have the barracks. We have the houses. And I guess speaking of the barracks, let's take a quick look at research. How much do we need to level it up? 2,900. We can probably get that. I think we can level these things up to level 3. And hopefully that's going to keep everybody a little bit happier. Now, something I'm noticing every now and then is that we still don't necessarily have enough space in all of the mess halls for all of our people. So I think we should probably get a 3rd mess hall going, especially given how many people train in this space all through the day and then immediately go over to this mess hall at night. And kind of similar here. A lot of these guys go up into this mess hall here. So I think a mess hall sort of in the middle of everything might not be a terrible idea. So I think I'm going to move the bowling alley, to be completely honest. I think we can move it to like just up here. I mean, it's a bit of a weird spot for it, but I'm going to put it there, and I'm just going to put a mess hole sort of right in the middle here. And I just think it's a good spot for it. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, in terms of deliveries, they're going to come in from just down here, which is easy enough. So if we have a look here and we go to food deliveries, we'll put it right about there. Same old story, purchase everything. And honestly, let's just bring, can I bring a little path over here? I don't know if I can. I can bring it out and around though. So we'll bring a path just sort of down and around like that. And that'll be totally fine. We can get another heliport up here at some point as well, which will be fantastic. But I think what we'll do is come down here and just see what we need for another chef, another cook, whatever they're called. So 23 is pretty good. We'll go ahead and assign you. And let's take a look and see what else. 29 is pretty solid as well. So let's get you into a mess hall. Let's see. 26 is pretty solid. Let's do mess hall night shift there. And what else have we got? 25 is pretty solid. Let's do mess hall day shift. I don't know how many we can necessarily have, but I'm gonna say, I don't know. Let's get this one. And let's see, anyone else? 26 right there. Can I get another day shift one? I think I can. That'll just be a nice spread of cooks and chefs, or whatever we want to call them, around all of the mess halls. I think that keeps us pretty good. That's our heliports. This mess hall has room for one more, actually. This one has room for one more as well. So if we have a look here, 28, pretty solid. Let's do day shift. And let's see, 16, 19, 13. Let's grab you. Mess hall, night shift. You've got nowhere to live, though, which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, because I don't think I've got the space to put another private house, which is a little bit annoying. Actually, no, in there is not going to work. Nowhere up here is going to work. Nowhere up there is going to work. This might have to be out here. We might have to do like a new little neighborhood out here, which I guess is totally fine. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We'll go ahead and bring some little roads out like this. And then we're going to have some gaps sort of at either end for all of this. But honestly, that's kind of okay. These guys are also going to need power, obviously. So we'll go ahead and bring some electric poles out that way. So we'll just go to here. We'll bring it all the way down, bring it all the way down to there. And that should be fine. So that'll give people space to live. Power's a little bit overloaded right now, which makes sense, I suppose. I don't love that this is blown up, but now that the sun's come up, we're doing okay. And we also have you. You are currently working on, you're a juggernaut. You've maxed out your training, which is fantastic. So let's put you into speed training.
Understood.
And that'll keep you doing your thing. Yes, we've also got you finally ready to specialize as an instructor. So you are going to be a night shift instructor. Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually really good news. Yes, we also have you. You need to be shifted into speed training. Yes, you can also be shifted into speed training. Yes, you can be shifted into, I guess, strength training. Yes, you can be shifted into speed training. Yes, oh my God, there's so many people. This is why I need the instructors, because this is an absolute pain to have to go through and do every time. You've maxed out your tank driver and your strength. So let's move you into accuracy. Yes, sir. You have your juggernaut. So you've maxed out your juggernaut as well. Let's move you into speed training. And then you are ready to be my day shift instructor. So that'll be fantastic. Now are you both assigned to this building? You're not. Let me move you to this building. So that gives us 2 instructors in the building, and that's going to mean that's good. That's what we're looking for. Now here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go to my soldier list, and I'm going to say, I mean, I can only assign 4 soldiers to an instructor building at a time, unless I have a look in here. Can I do more than that? This will increase the maximum number of workers I can assign. I don't think the maximum number of workers is all that worthwhile, so we'll just sort of leave it be as is. But what we'll do is, instead of assigning you to speed training, I will assign you to the instructor building. I will do the same with you, and I'm going to do the same with you, and I'm going to do the same with you. And then I think what I'm actually going to do is change this one over to the night shift, assign you to this building, and then the night shift instructor is going to go work there instead. So that way we can have those 4 soldiers training during the day automatically, and then another 4 training here automatically overnight. And that'll be pretty solid. I'm also wondering, yeah, I can't have 4 soldiers assigned. That's fine. Let's have a little bit of a look. So they're the only ones I have right now with goals, which is fair enough, I guess. I could theoretically assign all of the rest of my soldiers as well. For example, these guys, we could assign the artillery guys to kind of max out their stats a little bit, which I don't hate the idea of doing. But I kind of prefer the idea of saying that I want more soldiers in general. So let's just hire 3 more because I can. So we'll hire you 3 right there. And let's just see what your goal can be. So I could say super soldier, which we're not necessarily wanting to work towards. I could say instructor. Honestly, instructor might not be terrible. Have the instructors kind of guide them towards being instructors. That's maybe a really good idea. Huh. I think that's what I'm going to do. So you guys are going to be instructors as well. And then you are not. So you're going to be something else. Let's say, what do we not have a lot of right now? Infantry. I think we need more infantry, right? I think there's a mission somewhere that requires 2 at the very least. Okay, maybe we don't need more infantry. I actually have no idea. Let's just go for... I don't think we need more aviators. We'll just do infantry. That'll be fine. And what we'll do is assign you to the... so you're going to be doing night shift, and you're going to that instructor building. You guys are also going to be doing night shift, and also going out of the same instructor's building once the game's done auto-saving. So you're going to there, and you are doing exactly the same thing and going to there. So that'll cover everything for those guys, which is absolutely perfect. And it also seems like the barracks are full again. So let's head over here. Let's grab some accommodation. Let's grab a barracks, and let's just do... Oh, we're cutting it a little bit close there, but I think we can do something like this, and that'll be totally fine. We're not necessarily going to need more private accommodation, but I think what I'll do is a little bit of private accommodation right there. We can go into decorations and then just do maybe a little flower planter here and a little flower planter there, and that'll be totally fine. So that puts us in a pretty good spot. We have a lot of research available as well, which is fantastic news. Again, I'm not too interested in upgrading the instructors building. So I think what we'll do is just go ahead and upgrade the barracks, and we still have some money left over. What else can we do with it? We could start looking into the farms. Growing our own food would be kind of nice. It definitely would be kind of nice to grow our own food. We could also increase the, or get the shared houses a little bit better. I think that's what we'll do. So let's go to our barracks. Let's upgrade this one, 877, and then upgrading all of them is about 8,000, which we can absolutely go ahead and do. And then the same with the houses. We'll upgrade these guys, and then all of them is going to be 11,000. That's totally fine. So there we go. We've got better barracks. We've got better houses. That's hopefully going to keep people happy. You need to be assigned to a barracks, which is fine. And now we have some people that apparently can't reach their destinations. I think that's just because all of the buildings have been refreshed. So we're doing all right there. Honestly, this is pretty good. Everything's okay now. We're still making a ton of money. We're training everybody. We've got some automatic training going on, which is very exciting. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's take a look at this mission and let's see how my artillery guys are doing. This one's been injured, but fortunately these guys are a little bit higher level, which is good. If I throw some spies in here, 376, this guy would be plus 59. So once he's better, I think we can take this place. This one is infantry plus a bunch of the aviators plus a sniper. 592 is a little worrying, but honestly, let's start the mission because we'll take that territory. And then up this way is comms operators, of which we have a few. It's aviator and it's hackers. So again, that's actually some pretty good numbers. We just don't have a second heliport. So I'll tell you what, let's get ourselves a second heliport and let's go ahead and send out another mission. We'll just try and do the two at once. Hopefully we're not going to lose too many people. I feel like we've, not done a whole lot of missions this episode and the last. So we'll send 2 out right there and hopefully it'll be good. I mean, like I said, we're taking over this territory. We just need to do this one to take over this territory, which is the artillery guys, which I'm going to take that chance when we get to it. But this is good. We got the 2 helicopters out there. We have a couple of people with low stamina, which is a bit frustrating. We also have someone who... So you are fully trained as a spy now. All right, let's move you into speed training. And I guess, oh, what are you doing as well? So you're also a spy. Let's move you into speed training as well. Have to assign you to live somewhere, which we can absolutely do. All right, are these missions done? Oh, this one's confidential. All right, what's going on? What have we got? We've successfully infiltrated Helga's TV tower, but our people are having a hard time. The access codes to the editing room don't work. They've been changed. We can let the hackers try to override the locks. If we're quick, we might be able to maintain the element of surprise, or to hell with the element of surprise. Let's let the hackers go and try their thing. That seems like a good idea. This one, We've managed to do everything. This one, we did fail, you know, one out of them. Oh, we lost someone as well. We had some injuries. We're going to need that other medical building. Oh boy. All right. Well, that's fine. We can totally do that. Let's have a quick look at the medical buildings. It's the psychological therapy one that we need, which is one that we don't have right now, I believe. We can squeeze it in there though, which is a pretty good spot for it, I think. So that's going to be all of the medical buildings. Let's come down here to our applicants and see what we got. So if we want to get ourselves a doctor, which is this, we just need to sort by intelligence. So if we have a look at intelligence, we have you. So you're going to be going to psychological therapy. And then you right there are also going to be a doctor working the day shift in psychological therapy. So that'll keep us covered. We've also just completed this other mission, which is absolutely fantastic news. Let's have a look. Did we lose anybody on this one? I'm really hoping we did. We lost another aviator. So we need more aviators is what that tells me. So aviators are strength and speed. Let's bring you in here. And let's say that you are going to go and work towards being an aviator. And let's see, strength is pretty good for you as well. We'll bring you in. And similar story, you're going to be going towards being an aviator since we lost the two of them, which is totally fine. Now you are a chemist. You've maxed out your stats. So let's move you into speed training as well. We have a couple of people traumatized. We have a few people with low stamina, but I think we're doing all right. I do. I really do. We also need this one. We need divers. I don't think we've ever needed those before. That's actually kind of exciting. Are you healed? You're not. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's have a look at research, I guess, and let's just, oh, I can max these guys out. I don't know if I want to do that, to be honest with you. I really don't. Also, what do I need? I just need 10,000 for the super soldiers. Interesting. I guess we should look into the diver specialization upgrade a little bit, since it's kind of the next one that we need to upgrade. So we could do that. I could upgrade these guys as well. I was talking about doing this, wasn't I? I don't know. I suppose we could also upgrade like the infirmaries as well, increase the efficiency by 30%. That seems like a really solid investment, actually. I might do that one. I'm actually I'm actually thinking that might be a good idea. Also, heliport level 3, mission durations reduced by 50%. That's good as well. Oh, I don't know. I think better healing is actually better than quicker missions, because I'm getting more people injured than I'm sending on missions, which is not good, but it is what it is. I think we're in a good spot. I also think this episode's running on a little bit longer than I want it to, so we're going to go ahead and leave it there for today. I am really pleased with how this camp's going though. I think with a little bit more training for the artillery guys and just a bit more training across the board, and maybe, I don't know, we'll bring a couple of people in here that can go be divers, I guess. So you being a diver is what? Speed, strength, and accuracy. So we'll bring you in and do speed training right off the bat. We'll bring you in and do speed training as well. And we'll bring you in for speed training. So you 3, in fact, let's just do 4. Let's do 4 of you that are going to be going towards being a diver.
Yes, sir.
You are also working towards being a diver, as are you, and as are you. So we'll have 4 of them head out and start working towards that.
Yes, sir.
We need to give you a valid building, which is going to be your barracks. And so, like I said, I think we're doing pretty well. I think we're in a pretty decent spot. We got these guys lining up out here to go and do their thing. They're being moved around. So you're currently in the instructor's building, and now you're probably going to go and do some strength training, which is totally fine.
All right.
So that's good. That's what we want. We want them going and doing their thing. We want them moving around. We've got more people that need assigned to different things. So what are you doing right now? So you've maxed out your strength training. We need to move you into speed.
Yes, sir.
That's fine. You've done the same thing, so move you into speed.
Yes, sir.
You need somewhere to live, apparently, which is fair enough. We'll get you into a barracks, and we'll get you into a barracks as well. All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, we've got people just everywhere maxing everything out. So you have managed your speed already. Let's get you in strength. Oh my God. I just want to wrap the training is actually going remarkably quickly, which is frustrating. Hold on. Let's see. Move you into strength. Move you. What are you doing? Chemist specialization. You've maxed that out. That's pretty cool, actually. Put you in speed training. We have a lot of threats detected, which is concerning, but we should be able to shoot this down. I think. Well, maybe. It might actually manage to destroy something before I can shoot it down, which is, yeah, it's out of my range now. Oh no, I think we got it. Not bad. And you're ready to specialize as well. What are you going to be? You're going to be infantry. All right. Let's get that done. Oh man, what do you need to be? You need to be going into strength. All right. There we go. Okay. I'm going to leave it there for today. This episode's going on way too long. It doesn't need to be going on like this. Let's get you upgraded as well, just while we're here. And yeah, we can go ahead and leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.